Here's all the evidence we have to confirm that Palm Beach Pete is actually Jeffrey Epstein. Next, the both of them literally have the same exact teeth. So as you can see right here, this is Jeffrey Epstein's bottom row of teeth. And then if we go ahead and look at Palm Beach Pete's bottom row of teeth, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's. Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete.
So this is what we're talking about today. Everybody drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. We have a lot of things to talk about, and we are about to prove that Palm Beach Pete is 1000% Jeffrey, you know who. So I got
at least allegedly 100%.
Okay, allegedly 100%.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jesse on Fire. I got my guy in here, and introduce yourself to my audience, and I introduce myself to your audience.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm gonna coast through. Yeah, we'll get that in a second. But yeah, I'm Jesse on Fire. What's up, everybody? I'm on all these platforms talking about nonsense, but I've been talking about this Palm Beach Pete story a lot. Right now I'm pulling up some stuff on this Diddy freak off tape leak thing that is,
Yeah, he just sent me the tape, so I'm about to look at it. So yeah, we got a lot of the crazy stuff.
The people are like, what kind of stuff do you cover? I'm like, well, I cover quite a range of things, and I would say some of it's really important, and lots of it is absolutely not important at all. And
yes.
I think honestly, the less important something is, with the more people watching, the more enjoyable it is for me to cover it. I love talking about Diddy, like this kind of thing, like the Diddy freak off tape leak is hilarious to me. I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we're going to talk about Palm Beach Pete, as well as the Diddy tapes, and a little bit of Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk speculation. Also, we're going to talk about that a little later or whatever. So let me play a little bit more, and then we're going to get into how and why Palm Beach Pete is this disgusting guy. And the biggest issue that I have with this is kind of sad how this man, Palm Beach Pete, is becoming famous because he looks like a PDF file. Just that thought process just boggles my entire mind. You're liking a man because he looks like a PDF file? Something wrong.
They know, like people know, like they know. Like, so there's a lot of people that know it's him, and it makes them, and that makes him popular. It's almost like there's a certain level of fame in this country that will supersede anything. You know what I mean?
No matter what. Yeah, no matter who they are. Yeah. I just think that's absolutely disgusting, though. Just the fact that people are fanning out and the man is a PDF. That's crazy. All right. So
here's all the evidence we have to confirm that Palm Beach Pete is actually Jeffrey Epstein. Next, the both of them literally have the same exact teeth. So as you can see right here, this is Jeffrey Epstein's bottom row of teeth. And then if we go ahead and look at Palm Beach Pete's bottom row of teeth, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's. Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete. And then when Jeffrey Epstein was living in Florida, so was Palm Beach Pete. And when this was brought up, Palm Beach Pete was literally trying to shush the interviewers.
If I was at my home in Palm Beach.
Hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete.
Even though they both have properties in Palm Beach and depicts that.
So let's talk about the actual properties in Palm Beach first. Like, we can talk about all these other things, but the thing that just bothers me so much is how they both live or lived in the same places. So how in the world is that possible, in your opinion?
It's him. I mean, like if you're asking me, like, it's him. Like I have absolutely no lingering doubts at all that it's him. Let me actually tell you. Let me tell you how I got to this point where I'm like, dude, it's like, I laugh at the idea that it's not him. So I had seen some like TikTok things because people had been sending them to me, and I'd seen them like kind of one by one. So the first one I saw was they were like, check out his teeth, like check out, and it's like, here's his face, and then they zoom in on the teeth. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'd seen a couple other ones that were like, listen to his voice, listen to whatever. And it's like one off. But the thing is that in 2026, me for sure, probably more than most people, but I think everybody, even when you see things on, like if you see it on TikTok, if someone sends it to you, there's at least a heavy part of you that's going to be skeptical because you're like, nah, somebody probably AI'd this dude or like something. Yeah. But what happened for me was I had a friend. Okay. Like here's the full story is I have a really good friend who's a professional fighter in Vegas. He's the one that, if anybody knows who King Azule is, he's a guy who's got a real bad case where he assaulted a teenage girl, whatever. And so he's like, he's well known, and he tried to walk into like a smaller MMA show, mixed martial arts show in Vegas. Yeah. And he tried to big league it. Like he tried to walk in all like, what's up? Like with like cameras following him. And my boy was sitting with someone who knew who he was. He's all, bro, that's King Azule. You know who that guy is? And my boy was like, no, why? He's like, bro, that guy did time because him and his brother gang, whatever, a 15-year-old. And my boy's like, what? And so they just like that's my world over there. There's nobody with a case like that that's going to walk through that place with lights on them. And so they just lit him up. Everybody was like, and it went viral. It's like everybody filmed it and went viral. So that same guy, King David, who's a super good friend of mine, hit like Aiden Ross, the streamer, was putting on a fight event in Vegas. You guys might have heard of like Johnny Manziel fought Bob Menery, but it was at the UFC Apex in Vegas. And my buddy King David was there. And Palm Beach Pete had come to the event also, and he had flown from Miami to Vegas on a private jet that Aiden Ross chartered, right? And then he got there, and like there was a bunch of people there. And then one of my buddies sat with him and talked to him for a long time. And then he hit me up, and he's like, look, dude, he's like, I'm telling you, that's him. And I was like, come on. Right. He's like, no, really. He's like, yeah, I'm telling you it's him. And I'm like, see, I think it's him too, just because like, it's just something Epstein would do. He's like, yeah, but this is the thing, dude. He's like, I talked to him. He's not pretending in person. In person, he's not pretending. He's openly basically telling you that it's him. That, he's not like coming out with like advertising it, but when you actually talk to him, he's saying things where he's almost intentionally telling you that it's him. And I'm like, really? He's like, I'm telling you, dude, it's him. So then I went and took all those TikToks that I had seen, and I went and pulled all of the things to verify the claims on my own. So like the teeth, I'm like, all right, let me see. Like, let me start with the teeth. Cause like, they identify bodies, they identify bodies with the teeth. Right. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's see what we got. So I went and pulled I found that one picture of Epstein where his bottom teeth are very visible. I sourced it myself. It's on a government website. It's real for sure. So I found that. Then I went and I found one of Palm Beach Pete, looked at them together, and I was like, holy shit, this is real. This is really, like, the teeth really are exactly, like, the teeth are exactly the same. They're exactly the same. And it's like, the Pete has clearly, he's had a little bit of Invisalign done because these two front teeth have turned a little bit. But if you look at these 6 teeth, it's like, this one is back, this one's forward, these two are forward, this one's back, this one's forward, this one's back. They match all the way across, identical. And you're like, so I was like, oh my, so right there, I'm like, okay, this is going to be him probably. Yeah. But I'm like, what else? Let me see what other features I can look at, because one of the ways that I never believed that he died in prison ever. I never believed it for a second. I never even entertained that he got murdered. I never entertained that he killed. I was just like, yeah, right. Like I never believed it. Right. I agree too. So like, have you seen that image of the corpse that they said was him? Like they're like in the New York Post, they're all, here he is, he's dead. And hit, like, if you look at the ear on the corpse, it literally does not match. It doesn't match Jeffrey Epstein's ear at all. It's clearly not him, like the corpse that they used. Yeah. And so I had seen that years ago, and I used to show that to people all the time on YouTube until one of my videos that had it in it got taken down. They're like, yeah, you can't show, it's like never happened before. They were like, I had to edit out the like 10 seconds where his ear was in it, and they let the video go back up. Pretty sus. But so I'm like, has anybody looked at Palm Beach Pete's ear and Jeffrey Epstein's ears? And so I had never seen anyone do that. So I pull them up and I put them next to each other. And
so I'm looking at his ears now.
Dude, here, I'll pull it up. I'll show you. Because it's like one of those things where you almost need someone to explain what can be adjusted with plastic surgery and what can't.
Yeah.
Right. So like I did research on that and it's really straightforward. Okay. Like here, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
So if let me see. Wait, boop. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, there we go. So okay, so this is the video. I think you have to add it to the screen.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got it.
So this is like these are the teeth, right? Like you can see the teeth, but
yeah.
So when you go to the ear, right? Okay, so what parts of the ear can be changed are the earlobes, the outside, basically anywhere where you can like grab skin.
Yeah,
that can be adjusted with plastic surgery. The parts that cannot are the parts that are built out of cartilage, which is right there and right there.
Yeah,
and you're like, okay, yeah, that is. I mean, that and right there, like that's identical. Like that.
Yeah.
This and this are exactly the same.
Yeah,
and then you look like, I went through all of this. So when I looked at the ear, I went, oh my God, dude, it really is like it's him. Like it's for sure him.
And this is the one thing that I did not see. So now I'm even for sure it's him.
Look at that, dude. And then and here, the reason I put that box is so like kind of mimic the hair, but it's like, I mean, this is a wrap, dude. And cause like people are, oh no, dude, the ear's different. It's like, guy. And then like the same thing with the teeth. They're like, dude, the teeth are different. See, like, look right here, these ones are more straight than these ones. I'm like, it's been 6 years. Like,
right. And teeth actually move with age.
And then it's like he got Invisalign and then he got him sanded down a little bit. Like he's done cosmetic work on him, but it's like, look, number 6 to number 6. 6 is forward, 6 is forward. Number 5 is back, and it's identically back.
Oh shit, I see that.
5 is back.
So it's not
like
it's not about which one is taller.
No,
which one is more in front, because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that explains, because like people are all, their teeth aren't the same. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, I know you don't. Like, cool. How is
you can get teeth shaved down?
Yeah,
but you can't get teeth rearranged.
Exactly.
Which one is in front? I see that.
Look at number 1 on this. Look at number 1 on Epstein, and look at number 1 right there.
Yeah.
And then look at number 2, and then look at number 2.
Yeah.
And then look at 3 and 4 are the ones that he got fixed a little bit. But then number 5, and look at number 5, and then look at number 6 and look at number 6. 100% it's him. 100%.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Why?
Or 98%, just enough that I can't get sued.
Okay, so why is it like? I think it's him, right? Let's just say, just for the sake of conversation, if it is him, wouldn't he have gotten veneers at the top and the bottom?
I think he did get,
normal everyday people get veneers. Why would he not get veneers to not look like himself?
So I think that he did on the top. I don't really know. What I do know though is, check this out. Okay. So this whole thing, the thing with the teeth went viral, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the day that the thing went viral, right? Oh my God, he's right there again, dude.
King of the Hamptons is back. Go New York, go New York, go.
Whoa. Music. Oh, music.
Sorry.
Music.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. So get him out of there. So look, like going to his profile, and okay, so the day that it went viral about his teeth, he put this up on Instagram.
Hey guys, where in the world is Palm Beach Pete now? He's at the dentist getting his teeth fixed, so my bottom teeth don't get compared to that really bad guy. You know what I'm talking about. So it's a process. It'll take some time.
Okay. He's throwing it in everyone's face. Okay.
But why wouldn't he have done this before if it is him? See, I'm trying to look at both sides. I think it's him, but for the person that doesn't think it's him, I got to speak for that person.
Sure.
Wouldn't they do all this before to not look like, okay.
No. Think about it. I got you, dude. Listen, if your priority was to be secret to the public, you would never do the Palm Beach Peak thing. Okay. Like,
Right.
It doesn't matter. The point is to throw it in our face. That's the whole point. Like, that's literally why it's because he knows there is no chance that he's going to face repercussions. None.
Okay.
And then like he's doing all this stuff. Look, he's all, oh, we're going to do a DNA.
I'm Palm
test.
Beach Pete. That guy, Jeffrey Epstein, he's dead. He's done.
They don't believe you, and they want a DNA test.
Okay. So they're doing a DNA test. Check this out, dude. And then on this one, the DNA test, hold on. He's like, oh man, where is it? There's another one where he's like, this is right here. Look at, so this is another one about the DNA test. Look at what he commented. This will get examined by the best lab technicians in the world. He's trolling, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's trolling. They took a swab and they just threw it in the trash. They're like, yeah, dude, we're going to be doing a DNA test for sure. And then you look at these pictures, it's just his exact same life. He's changed nothing. He lives in Palm Beach. He's taking the exact same pictures.
Why
and
did
this
he
one
have
right
his
here
shirt on in the pool? Like,
and then look at this, dude. He took a picture and now he's putting his teeth on blast on purpose in the pictures, dude. And now he's running for mayor of Palm Beach, dude.
Right.
And you see this? He took this picture from the same angle to make sure everyone can see his bottom teeth again. He's literally throwing it in our face on purpose, and there's nothing that's going to happen. I got to be honest. I'm going to say something. I get mixed reviews on this.
Okay.
I think this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm telling you, like, I am personally 100% convinced, like, absolutely no one's going to dissuade me. Like, one of my good buddies who is super smart was like being really skeptical last night. He was showing me that if you go online, you can find a bunch of stuff about, Pete, whatever he's saying his name is, like from 2016 and 20, whatever. I'm like, dude, you're talking about a guy who walked out of prison twice. This is literally, you're looking at one of the most powerful people in the history of the world right here. He's doing a big, like, funny, jokey thing. But like, this is a person who has more power than you've ever encountered in your life. And when you go to create a new identity for someone like this, you think they can't backdate websites and like posts on social media? They can create an identity easily. And I'm like, dude, look at his teeth. Look at his ear. His name is Palm Beach Pete. He's living in the same town. He's probably in the same house. He's running for mayor.
Yes, he's in the same house.
There are still people who are like, I don't know, man. I don't believe it's him. It's hilarious, dude.
He's in the same exact house. Just imagine. It's almost kind of like what you said about Charlie Kirk in a way, because we can get into that and later on. But
sure,
to fake your death and to show up as somebody else in the same house, in the same city, running around just doing all the things that you were doing at first, surrounding yourself with girls, all in the pool. Like, this is other than being on an island, he's living his same life. And it's like, this shit isn't fair, bro. Like, you can't be this terrible person and then just run around laughing in front of our faces.
Oh no, he can though. That's the thing, and he knows it. Like, think about this. If he wasn't Epstein, like, don't you think that a regular person would be utterly terrified to have half the world believe that you're like Epstein? Like, wouldn't you be worried someone would come up and clip you?
But you said it a few minutes ago. People are so starstruck on a famous person where it doesn't matter who the famous person is, they're still famous.
Yeah.
So the fame in itself makes people love you, want to take pictures with you, because we're in a clout-driven society now where everybody has a TikTok. Everybody wants to get followers. Everybody wants to make some type of money. So I don't care what this guy did. I need to take a picture with him so I can get attention. They don't care who the person is or what the person did,
Yep. It's like, but the thing on this particular one, though, I think that's going on is I think that the people who think it's him, the audacity of it and the way he's doing it, where he's making it's like honestly, if you know it's him and you watch these clips, it is like I'm telling you, it's impossible for me not to laugh every time that I watch it. Like you go, hey, where in the world is Palm Beach Pete? Hey guys, I'm running for mayor of like he did one yesterday. It's like he's like, I'm running for mayor of Palm Beach. He's all
Palm Beach.
I'm running on a platform of free Botox for everyone in Palm Beach. Yes. I also am going to expand all the pickleball courts. So it's like free pickleball and free Botox is Jeffrey Epstein's platform running for mayor of Palm. It's insane. Like it is like the ultimate troll. That's so ludicrous that I can't help but laugh. And then you're like, yeah, but remember, like these guys like eat babies. And you're like, oh, right. I forgot. It's like, it's almost
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What if at some point he decides to say, you know what? I'm going to stick the dagger in everybody's back. And then comes out on TikTok and says, hey, I want to tell you a secret. I am Epstein. And then troll that way, knowing people are going to be like, no, you're not. You're not Epstein. They'll literally try to prove that he's not Epstein if he comes out in another year saying he's Epstein.
That's a brilliant take. And you're 100% right. Like that's exactly what would happen. He could literally come out and just literally just go, hey guys, so here's exactly what I did. Okay. The guard came into my cell. We switched outfits. Okay. Yeah. I came out. Everybody thought that I was him. I jumped into this thing. They rolled me out in the thing. I got into a car. They drove me here. I went straight to the plastic surgeon. I got plastic surgery. I had to go into hiding for about 6 months, where my face was healing, all that. I came down to Palm Beach about 2 years ago and I started going around. I wasn't sure how people were going to receive me. And, now I started feeling comfortable and I just came up with this idea to just say my name's Palm Beach Pete and it's hilarious. He literally could come with all, and everybody be like, yeah, right, dude. You're not exactly, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Do you know there's another guy named Palm Beach Pete that he stole his name?
Yeah, 100%. That guy's got a huge history. Like he's like a fishing boat, like conservationist guy.
This shit is crazy. And I'm just sitting here like, even if this man jumps out and said, I'm Epstein, people would still want to take pictures with him. And they still would just turn around and be like, no, you're not. You're not Epstein. Here's why you're not Epstein. Like, people are... Bro, okay. This makes me mad, and here's the reason why it makes me mad. It's because of who this man actually is and what this man actually did. Yeah. And it shows you that as a criminal, as one of these people who've been accused of eating babies and all this stuff, it just shows you that the typical American doesn't care. No matter what you did, they just don't care. If you as a weirdo, crazy, baby-eating monster can give me clout, can make me famous, can make me money, can give me attention, they don't, because all they care about is getting attention from the outside world off of the baby-eating person.
I feel like people have a really hard time believing that people can actually do that stuff, because I find it in myself. I was talking to Gabrielle about this, because like believe me, I've been deep in Pizzagate forever. I know all about it, dude.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like when you're like faced with someone like an actual person, like maybe not like a Marina Abramovich and them that are just basically wearing it all the time. They're like, I'm a witch. Like but people who are like semi-normal, and you're like, could this guy really have done this? It's like, because it's so unfathomable to me as a human to do it, that you're looking at it and you're like, man, I don't know. And so this guy, I know who he is, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, come on, there's no way. Like, I know it's him, and it's like I can't even wrap my brain around the fact that this super funny guy shooting basketball hoops or he's shooting hoops in a Knicks. It's like, it's like a magic trick. I think he might be the devil for real, like the actual devil incarnate, because of my emotional reaction to him. Because like I'm strong here. And I find myself completely disarmed every time that I look at this guy, and I'm like, I can't make heads or tails of how like my emotional reaction. I think that this might be like Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate in real life. You know what I mean? You seen that movie, right?
Yeah. And does everybody out there know who Abrima Baranovich, whatever her name
Marina
is?
Abramovich.
Do you want me to play a video of her so people can be familiar with her? Or you don't
yeah,
think
for sure. I'm still getting caught up on those. Yeah, go ahead. Show
Right.
them Marina Abramovich, because like
Marina Baranovich. Yeah,
she's
so,
one of them that's like, you know, I can
Yeah.
picture that, because
So
she's a witch all the time.
yeah, I got a video of her because I talked about her and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So hold on and give me a second and look for the video. It's all the way at the bottom. Because I've been talking about stuff like this way before the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Me
Let's
too.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see. So let's do this. Play this.
Why is every celebrity in Hollywood friends with a witch? Explain this one to me.
Here with Michelle Lamy, and just pay very close attention to how they treat this woman.
So this is a friend of the Baranovich lady.
Shortly after, this is her backstage of A$AP Rocky, and this woman has deep connections with every single celebrity. I mean, many pictures and videos of her and Usher, Kim Kardashian, Migos, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, whatever.
Well, that's not Marina Abramovich though.
I know. They don't talk about her.
Look her up.
Yeah.
It says she's a fashion designer, filmmaker, producer, whatever. But she's also married.
In this video, I'm showing that it's not just her, it's other people in this world, you know?
To Rick Owens, and now we're getting warmer. If you know anything about Rick Owens, he's known as the Dark Lord of
See, Rick Owens is a part of this. I think he's like the husband of the woman or something.
fashion.
Yeah.
Now, if this woman is married to the Lord of Darkness when it comes to fashion, and she's a fashion designer, this is literally her wearing his head. You start wondering, what is she doing with all these artists? Surely it can't be all fashion, right? And then you see pictures of her with Marina Abramovich, which is outspoken for her art,
See, they're best friends.
but also her spirit cooking. All I'm saying is be aware of what's really going on and do your own research.
So yeah, I got another Baranovich video of her in particular, but I wanted to play that one in particular to let people know that there's a society of these people. It's not, because the thing about it is back in the day, it was always the Martin Luther King, the Jesus, this person, that person. It was always one person that stands in front of everybody, and everybody kind of like looks up to that person. Now, I would say within the last 10 years, there's a society of people, and it turns into join our cult, join our club, be like us. Instead of listen to me, it's now be like us. And it's more inclusive, where instead of it being one person that everybody looks up to, it's a group that everybody looks up to, and you can be a part of us. And it makes people want to be a part of this group, and it causes everybody to literally think like a cult or want to be a cult. Because when you think about a cult, you're like, oh my God, they're crazy. But if the cult is getting all the women, if the cult is getting all the attention, if the cult is getting all the followers, you now want to be part of the cult. So yeah, I wanted to show the cult side of the weirdo people. It's a group of them and not just one person.
Yeah. So like it's a really good point. The way I would kind of this is how I would put it together in my mind. It's like most of the time when people join these cults, you're looking at people whose lives are broken. Like you got like these broken people who are on their own, and someone approaches them and offers them community, offers them, something to anchor their life to. A lot of times they're homeless or they lost it, whatever. And then they get taken in, and they're, that's how they get sucked into these things. This is different than that. Like, this is something very different. This is like, do you want all of your dreams to come true? Like, all those things that you want, like, hey, normal life person, hey, you have a normal life. You want everything in this world.
Right.
All you got to do is
do this.
Come in with us, come on in with us.
It turns into an us thing. Join us.
Mhm.
And just like with what's going on with the United States, and I don't want to get too far into that, what we've been talking about, it's turning into an us thing where I think we're going to start losing people where they're just like, because it's happening now, where they're just like, yo, be with us instead of them, and you'll get paid money. You'll do this, like the Officer Tatum's, he's one of them instead of us. It's like, instead of just looking at this person and saying this person is the enemy, this person is now turning into an us or a group, and they're just like, hey, be one of us. And then it's like vampires saying, be one of us,
No, like really like vampires. Like just
it's like because you see a devil worshiper or a weirdo person, you're just like, that person is a weirdo, get them out of there. You know how they like used to burn people at the stake? She's a witch, get her out of here.
Yeah.
But now it's a community of witches, and now it's like, be one of us or stay over here. And now people are literally making a conscious choice to be a witch, to be a vampire, to be this, to be that. And that's the scariest thing, because now you can compare your life versus their lives.
Mm-hmm. And if you measure it, listen, you compare any two things, the way that you interpret it's going to depend on what your criteria is.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so if your criteria is who has more money and who has more
power,
admiration from strangers that they don't know. And it's like, well, listen, look at Jay-Z, huh? Look at Beyonce. They're worshipped everywhere, right?
Yeah.
They're worshipped everywhere. You like that? You want that? Then all you have to do, is do this. And they're like, they start you slow. And then fast forward and you're, doing things that are you never could have imagined on your way in. It's like, it's honestly, they get groomed into that, I would imagine. Because one of the things one of the most haunting things that I've seen from the Marina Abramovich stuff is actually that party where they you can make a cake look like anything, like
a person.
Yeah. And they made them look like they were like red velvet cakes, and they look exactly like a person. So people are chopping off parts of their legs, arms, and eating it. And you're like, why would you why on earth would that be the choice that you made for this? Oh, it's edgy. We're in fashion. It's edgy. And it's like all the A-list celebrities are there, and they're all I'm telling you right now, me and my wife get invited to that. We're not really sure what we're getting into, say the podcast, I get as big as Rogan or something in this make-believe world. And then we get invited to that, and we show up there, and Jay-Z and all them are there. And they're like, hey, you want some cake? And they're chopping off a slice of a person's ankle. I'm like, fuck no, I don't want any of that cake, dude.
Okay.
And I'd leave. I would leave.
Okay. Okay. You and your wife would do that, right? But what if you and your guys are invited to something like that, and one of your homeboys is just like, bro, this is crazy, but say everybody's single, take out wives, right? And we're all single, right?
Yeah, and they throw rocks at you for sure.
We're at this, right? And we're at this party, right? And we're just horn dogs. We're just like, yo, look at her, right? Mm-hmm. And in order to get the gratification and the attention of the fine ass women in the place, they're eating the cake.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the easiest way
to get the attention from the women who are eating the cake. Now we like, bro, this shit is crazy. And one of your buddies was like, but bro, we just eat some cake and just say, fuck it. We can get the women, or we can, we can be a part of this, or we can go farther, or we can, cause I want her, and she's over there eating somebody's arm, bro. I got to get some cake, bro. And I'm going to go over there with her and talk to her. You gotta eat the cake, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Would you eat the cake?
If you're there, even if you're married and you're on a bachelor party and half the dudes are single, they girls start break. They're like, you got some smoke that comes over and is giving you the cake, and they're like, aren't you gonna eat it? And your boy's looking at you. You better eat that, dude. Because
the thing about it is, when you're married, your morals go higher when you're married. That's why I'm saying take away the marriage, because your morals, because you got to think about your wife, your family, you know, other people, whatever. But when you're single, you don't give a damn. So as a single man, if me and you are single and we're just in there, and I just gave you that scenario, are you eating the cake? Yes or no?
Well, it depends. It depends. I mean, like if
I'm eating the cake.
You know, if one is some dime brings me the cake, some dime. It's like, she's like, hey, you want to eat this together? And you're like, shh.
I'm eating the cake, bro.
Of course.
I'm with it.
And especially, she's like, why don't you come eat this cake off me? I'm like,
of me.
Shit. Say less, dude. Say less.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. So it's like, so to the people watching, I just gave an understanding of why these weirdos get pulled into this weirdo stuff and are happy being a weirdo, because there's some female weirdos with fat asses and beautiful that are over there with the weirdos that are getting more access than the average man is getting out in the world.
It's so like, they get, I get over there with a weirdo word. I can get this.
Say it again.
I was just saying, the perfect word. They get seduced into it.
Yeah, because the average man, to be honest with you, isn't getting certain types of access. He has a 9-to-5 job. He has a normal, boring life or whatever. But you become part of the weirdos. You get a new access to women, a new access to possibly wealth.
Yeah,
they're going.
Yep. Goes back to Adam and Eve, that comment, eat the cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eat the cake, eat the apple. It's like, we sitting over here in this forest, butt naked. It's boring. It ain't nothing going on. Like, I'm just sitting there scratching my ass. And then you look over here and some type of entity is like, hey, if you do this, if you eat the cake, you'll get all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, women love wearing outfits. They were butt ass naked. Like, you wouldn't want to dress up and you know, fashion turns into, you know, maybe the entity is giving them a futuristic way of thinking of, forget about sitting around naked, just looking crazy. How about wearing clothes? And now you can look better than other women. Wait, other women? There are no other women. Oh, in this new world, there's other women.
Yeah, you just ate from the tree of knowledge. There's going to be new women now, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And either sex would be like, well, that does sound more fun than this boring ass life. You know, whether it's our lives or whether it's Adam and Eve's lives, there's some boring ass lives compared to the weirdos with the ditties and the ditty parties and the freak offs and all this stuff. I'm not having no damn freak off. Are you having freak offs?
Shit, I wouldn't tell you if I was, but no.
But what I'm saying is the crazy people are having the freak offs and the crazy stuff, you know? So it's like, I can see how a young guy, young girl, young woman, a young man that wants to grow in a certain industry goes. I can see it.
Yeah. And I honestly could see, I used to, I don't know, man, like when I was growing up, I looked at celebrities and like, man, that's got to be the most talented person. That's why they made it, you know?
No.
And it's like, now I really, I mean, it might be the industry itself that corrupts them also, like with, especially like in Hollywood, like the actors and stuff. There are so many predators that are in that environment. Like if anybody comes up even a little bit young coming up through that, they're going to deal with that for sure. And if they keep their mouth shut, then it's like, oh, this one doesn't talk. We could trust this one.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You know, check this out. So if you look in the Epstein files and look up a dude named Brock Pierce, right? So Brock Pierce is actually extremely well known in a bunch of different communities because he was a child actor on the Mighty Ducks, right? He's one of the main guys from the Mighty Ducks. And then he was part of this talent management group that they built some company. They were about to go public, make $100 million, something. And then they had this big scandal where a bunch of the guys had like collected a bunch of young, like, you know, underage teenage boys, whatever. And they had some thing, you know, whatever. And so they lost. Then he ended up getting involved early with crypto. He's a Bitcoin mega billionaire, like mega billionaire. He was worth $1 billion in 2012, 2013. And the reason, and now I can't even imagine how much he's worth, but he's in the files. He's in the Epstein files, going back and forth with Epstein about like, thanks for the Ukrainian fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And I met this dude, and I met him because I was raising money for a project that I was doing in early 2013. And he owned a venture fund, and an attorney friend of mine had met him at a dinner, and he's like, so I went and I pitched him, like on the thing. He's like, he seems normal. He seemed normal at the time. I've seen him on TV many times where I'm like, what is this dude doing? But like, that's like a perfect example of like, so how this guy started as a child actor, ends up with some kind of scandal like that when he's 19 or whatever. And then fast forward, mega billionaire, and is in contact with these guys. And you're like, I wonder at what point that he went from this to like now on the inside, and then, you know, mega billionaire. Like, I don't know, it's like there's clearly some kind of a way that they pick and choose who's going to
society. Yeah. Because I think when you make a certain amount of money, you have to get, a certain type of people around you in order to manage it. And it turns into, my agent knows this agent, because if you get an agent, you want an agent that's tapped in with, the industry, right? You don't want to just get an agent that doesn't know anybody. So next thing you know, whatever it is that you're doing, your agent is now tapped in with everybody else. And now the agent is going to sit down and tell you like, okay, let me tell you what's about to happen to you. This group is this, and this group is this, and it will behoove you to do A, B, and C in order for you to get up here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce you to this person. And once you do this, this is going to happen. And if you do this, this is, you're going to get this. But if you don't do this, you could turn around and get blackballed. So all the money you're making now, you could turn around and lose it all because you've reached a certain level that you cannot back out from.
Yeah. Brett Cooper from the Daily Wire, who got fired. She told us she was a Hollywood a Hollywood kid actress. Yeah. And she told a story because it was like, whoa, what happened? She's obviously extremely talented on camera. They're like, what happened? Yeah. And she told this story that like she had another girl she was friends with who she had done shows with that had auditioned or whatever. And Brett Cooper's like a good morals, like Christian girl who is like married, she's like not, there's no world where she would have been involved in any of that. But she said that the thing that broke her career was she went to an audition with this girl that she's friends with, and her mom was never going to leave her alone with anyone. Her mom was always there. But this one time she let this other woman who was the mom of the other kid she's friends with take her to an audition. And she said that they were walking around with this guy who's like a agent or manager or whatever. And he started being a creep. They were like 15 or something, or 14. Yeah. And he tried to put his hands in her back pocket, and he was doing it to the other one. And she was like, what are you doing? And slapped his hand away. And the other girl kind of pulled her aside. She's like, don't ruin this for me. And she's like, see? What? And then when she left, the mom knew that this guy was going to do it. And the mom brought both of them to this thing, knowing this guy was going to do it, and didn't warn her mom, like whatever. And you're like, what it's like the same thing as like the Kim Kardashian tape. Kris Kardashian facilitated a sex tape being created and then leaked, pretending it got leaked, of her daughter. Like, how could you do, how do you sell your soul more overtly than that, dude?
They did 3 takes.
Yep.
So for whatever reason, maybe he came early or something, I don't know, but they had to stop and then do it over again. Yeah. So they did 3 takes of that tape to make it perfect. So in all honesty, it's usually the mother. That is okay with all that stuff. Cause I follow the R. Kelly stuff. Yeah. Like is one of the girls named Azriel. She had a mother and a father. And they were totally okay with her being over there. Right before he went to prison, she was still with him, and the father and the mother they were getting money from R. Kelly's estate. It be the parents. You know,
And
you
like,
may
so what, she
think,
was one of the girls he was locking up in a room?
huh?
Was she one of the girls he was locking up in a room?
Yes, it was two main girls that came out and started doing interviews. One of them's name is Azriel. I forgot the other one, but Azriel had a mother and a father that knew about the whole thing, and to a certain degree was okay with it. You know, and she was with R. Kelly for like years. You know, because she's an adult now. You know, she was with him for like maybe 5, maybe 10 years or whatever. You know, from child to adult, and the parents knew about it. The parent,
I'd be more likely to put an ice pick through R. Kelly's eyeball in front of 100 cops than to make a deal where he gets to take my daughter back with him. Just never. I'll never in a million years. Zero.
Yeah.
Zero chance.
Now we both have daughters, so I don't want to say any of our daughters, but not even. But let's just say the daughter met somebody crazy in the mall, because that's where they meet them at. Yeah. They meet them in the mall. Oh my God, look at you. You could be a model or you could be a singer. Here's my card, right? And this is kind of like what happened with Erica Kirk and the girl that she was allegedly flirting with, right? It had nothing to do with her parents. The person meets the young girl in the mall or the young boy in the mall, right? Gives them their card. Hey, you can be this, you could be that. You're a model, right? Next thing you know, they're like, oh my God, me? I could be a model, right? Now in their minds, they're like, I'm going to be a superstar. So they don't tell their parents. And then at some point, the parent finds out in the midst of the child thinking that they're going to be a superstar. And then the parent finds out and says, you can't go over there. Bro, the child is going to be like, are you crazy? You just mad because you're a school teacher. Your broke ass mentally is trying to stop me from being a star. You're mad that you're 40 years old and you didn't make nothing of yourself. No, I don't want your life, mom. I don't want your life, dad. You're a trash man. I don't want to be a trash. No, I'm going to go over here. Y'all are hating on me. Y'all are trying to stop me. You're controlling. I can do whatever it is I want. I hate you. Then what does a parent do? What does a father do when your daughter is literally like, I hate you. You're trying to stop me from being the next Beyonce or the next Taylor Swift. Kiss my ass. Leave me alone. Then what? Then what does a father do?
Man, that's a heavy ass question. Cause like,
yeah,
like this, this is the kind of sequence of my brain right there. Is like, the first thing is
you're a trash man, and your daughter is like, or your son is just like, I don't want to live like you. Like, I'm looking at your life as an adult, as a trash man. You can't tell me nothing. I want to be a star, Dad. Then what?
Yeah. So the first thing that I think of, because always as a thought, like the very first priority always for me is my own kids. And so a situation like that, the very first thing is I go, yeah, no, they would never do that. Like, not like they would never say that to me and like whatever. But then as soon as I do that, then I'm like, now let me think about being in that situation and that happening. And like, dude,
that's what I say you're just like a
loser. It would break my heart.
Like, you're just pieces. Like, just say you live in a project. You live in a like, you're just like a loser dad, and you're a good dad, but you're a loser dad. And your daughter is like, I don't want to live here anymore. We're look where we live. Like, leave me alone, you know? And you're like, babe, you just don't understand. What would you do then?
Dude, and not even a loser dad, just like a person working hard at a regular job. Yeah, who's got a lot more experience under their belt. And like the thing is, every kid grows up thinking that if they're not a star, then their life doesn't mean anything. Yeah. And so a person who grinds for their family, that shit's gangster. Like, I look at that and I'm like,
I agree.
You know what I mean? And
but so I didn't want to say loser. That's the wrong wording.
No, I knew what you meant though. But like, to have your kid not to verbalize the fact that they look at you that way would like
contempt.
Dude, man, it would just like, I honestly like that. That's like one of those moments that you think about where like, what if my kid got kidnapped? How much, like, what would I do? That's how fucked up that situation feels to me. Where like, if my kid looked me right in the face and they were like, I don't respect you. I don't respect your life. I don't want to be like you. It's like, your little baby, dude, your little baby grew up into a thing that sees the world like that. You fucking grind all day. All you do is grind to give them a better life, and that's how they view you.
So now you are like wanting to protect your kid, but now you
kind of want to throw them to the wolves too. Kind of want to throw them to the wolves.
Your kid is literally like disrespecting you by how they view you. They're not like fuck you because they're just like, I'm sorry, Dad, but this is your life. I want to go over there. I don't want to be here. But the people, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't been nowhere in your life. You never traveled outside of North Dakota. Like, shut up. You can't tell me about the world. You've never been anywhere. You never done anything. You don't have any money. My mom doesn't like you. She says you're a bum. Like, Dad, you're a bum. I'm going to go over here and live my life. I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't want to live in this bum ass apartment anymore. I'm out of here. Like, what would you do? Like, knowing it's some Diddy party crazy stuff.
My heart would break, and I would do my best, to like try to navigate that situation. But I just don't know. I don't know. Dude, hey, share this screen real quick, because I've seen people saying this over and over and over and over. They're all, dude, Palm Beach Pete's super short, man. He's super short. It's like, oh yeah, hey, and like I said every single time, it's like, hey, you think maybe he might be able to decide what angle to take pictures at? Because check this out. This dude, Santa Cruz Health Clips, he rolled up on Pete without Pete knowing, and let's see how tall he is now, dude.
That's me. What up, man?
Oh, not so short after all, when he's not, planning on how he's going to stand, etc. So
what is the height thing? How tall was
people are like, oh, Jeffrey Epstein was like 6 feet. Palm Beach Pete's like 5'8". It's not true. It's not true.
Oh, so that guy is 6 feet.
This
also.
one, but this one, like they like this guy just rolled up on him without any warning, and look at, he's way taller than he's way taller than 5'8", dude. Like, this is where I hear that angle. This guy's even closer to the camera. Wait until they like get right next to each other. He's taller than this dude. And see, look at, does that guy look like he's 5'8"? No, does not. Looks like he's 6 foot, which he is.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, it's fine. Don't worry, guys. Like, the dental records and all that, like, just, it's like, honestly, like I said, I think it's funny how people so badly want to debunk it, where you're like, you got like,
that's what I'm saying. It's the human nature.
Debunk it, dude. It's him. He has, like, his teeth are the same. It's like, it's him. He's throwing it in your face. I don't know.
It's a human nature side of men in particular, because it's mainly men. Mm-hmm. They are like, dude, I have the facts. I'm logically speaking, it can't be him. Like, because sometimes as men, we can logic ourselves out of the damn picture, right? We start coming up with facts. The facts say he did a lie detector test. Dude, that's not him, right? But we're literally looking at his teeth. We're literally looking at his ears. That's him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It's him, dude. You look at the ears, look at the dental. And this Palm Beach Pete, no. This Palm Beach Pete's oldest post is, let's see. It's like 2 or 3 months old. Right? It's like all the way to the beginning. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm not on his That's my bad. Hold on. Let me, because I was on like, there you go.
How are you sharing? You're just sharing your screen normally, right? You're not doing anything extra.
No.
Okay.
All right, so the very first Palm Beach Pete post is 10 weeks ago, 2.5 months ago.
So why? Where was he before that? Like, what the hell?
And look at
Like,
this.
what
Hello,
huh?
I'm Palm Beach Pete, not Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
It's
Like, why
hilarious.
did
Dude.
he start
It's
doing
hilarious.
this? Like, what? Why? Why did he decide to do this?
Well, you want to know my honest? Like, I'll tell you what my honest.
Like, was
like,
there an
the
event
best
that
theory-
happened that you know of that caused him to say, "Ooh, I have an idea"?
There's well, the original thing that happened was there was a viral video of someone filming him while he was driving in Palm Beach in his convertible.
Yeah,
But that shit's staged, because then there's another picture of someone in the car with him the same day. But when they're filming him, there's no one in the car.
He's
So
by
like
himself.
they clearly
Yeah.
staged it. But okay, so here's my hypothesis on why they did it, right?
Okay.
Is I saw a clip of Bibi Netanyahu addressing his like inner council in Israel, and they were talking about what their like their priorities list is.
Mhm.
And he so overtly says he's all, our number one priority is social media influencers. Okay. So since since this thing happened and he's gone viral, who's he hanging out with, dude? Okay, there you go. This
I don't
is
know. Who?
this is Steve will do it, one of the biggest streamers on planet
Streamers.
Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Aiden Ross, one of the biggest streamers on Earth.
Aiden
That's
Ross.
his jet he's flying on. You got him with Clavicular, the biggest, like the current biggest one on Earth. All he's done since he came out is hang out with these guys that are like between 24 and like 29 streamers. And if you really think about that, if that really is why he's doing this, just think of this dude is the GOAT, dude. He infiltrates any group he targets. He did all the politicians, did all the movie stars, did all the Wall Street, did all the sciences. And now they're like, well, now we need these like 25-year-olds, and you're a 71-year-old who's supposed to be dead. He's like, I got that, dude. I got that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out as Palm Beach Pete and I'll infiltrate all of them. And he did.
I got a thought, and this thought might be crazy. What if Palm Beach Pete is the newest version of Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk, of course, had the young people, right?
Yeah.
But with another angle, Palm Beach Pete being 71 years old, he now can be the next Charlie Kirk. And one of the reasons why he's running for mayor is so he could become the next Charlie Kirk and get the young votes, to get the young attention and put the young people in a position where everybody believes everything Palm Beach Pete says. And now he's in politics because he's the mayor. And next thing you know, he rises up. Forget about his age. He brings in the young vote. So next thing you know, say there's actually an Erica Kirk, JD Vance ticket in 28, and Palm Beach Pete has all of the young streamers and all of the young people in the palm of his hands by then. And next thing you know, Palm Beach Pete is paid to tell all these young people to do this over here and vote for this person or vote for these people the same way they set Charlie Kirk up.
I mean, that's literally we're saying the exact same thing for sure. It's like, because Charlie Kirk's like purpose was organizing young people, and this is just a very different group of young people.
Yes,
that's it. And that's it. I mean, that's what I was saying. It's like he says we need to target social media influencers, and there you go. That's exactly what he's doing. And correct, like they reach the largest number of people.
Yeah,
it's all about influence. And honestly, like you got to figure that they're looking at the chessboard right now and they're like, man, we are losing we're losing the mainstream kind of political side of this.
Yeah.
So we got to take another angle.
Yeah.
And let's get to these debaucherous guys that are good. I mean, do you know how long it's going to take him to get something on each of these guys hanging out with these? It'll take him 5 minutes. 5 minutes are going to do something that he's got him.
I agree. And next thing you know, Aiden Ross and all these streamers are now on camera doing something crazy. And now they don't need Palm Beach Pete because now they have Aiden Ross or this person or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then it just goes on and they just push Palm Beach Pete out the way, and they bring Aiden Ross into the political realm or whatever. This is dangerous. And I think you're right. The Blue Country IHOP is or has infiltrated young people again, because they tried to infiltrate Charlie Kirk, and at some point he was with it, and at some point he pulled away.
Well,
So
they did it
had to
successfully
find
in
another
this
person.
country for like ever until a couple of years ago through a million different ways. But like, it's so funny. Like I'm reading the I'm reading the comments. It's like, it's weird to lie about a fact that's easily verified. Like what, dude? If Jesse can get the dental records, he definitely knows Pete is 5'5". What the fuck are you talking about? I just disproved that 5 minutes ago, dude. Like 5 minutes ago. I showed you that's not accurate. Like that. And I told you my guys were standing right next to him. He's not 5'5". Okay. He said he's 5'11", 6 foot. Like my buddy literally was 1 foot away from him in person.
Yeah.
You think my guy's lying to me? You think he's making it up? Like
we just played the video.
And I just played the video. He's taller than the dude who just rolled up on him. He's, it's
just back it up, I think. Yeah, just play it again.
I mean,
and the guy that was standing next to him.
And I know that, I mean, even without the video, I know a dude who literally stood right next to him. There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is he 5'5"? Nope. Is Santa Cruz Health Clips 5'5"? No, he's not. It's like, look at. Is Palm Beach Pete super little, dude?
He's actually taller.
Is he 5'5", dude?
He's taller than that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me play this right here, and this will give the audience a different understanding. Not a different understanding, but let's see.
And check this out. Here, here, watch like this one too. Watch this. Hold up. Wait, here.
And then,
as perpetrating one of the largest frauds,
and some knucklehead films me, and then,
as perpetrating one of the largest frauds,
and some knucklehead films me.
I'm sure that's a coincidence too. Same teeth, same ear, same stutter. In Palm Beach, his facial features are identical except for a nose job. It's like, this is what I'm saying. It's like the phenomenon of people who feel confident. They're like, it's not him. Is like, look, I understand people being skeptical because they had gone into the situation believing he was dead. I never believed he was dead. So this was real easy for me.
Yeah.
But like the ones who are like stomping their feet, I'm like, all they're doing is like, I don't hear anything you're saying. All I hear is, I am not smart enough to see what is literally right in front of my face. It's like, it's right there, dude. And that's how he knew he'd be able to get away with it. Because my parents, dude, I tried to show this to my parents. They're super smart. I showed it to them and they just were like, oh, come on. I'm like, come on. His teeth are identical. His teeth. Yeah. They identify bodies with teeth. His teeth are identical. They're exactly the same.
It's just human behavior to, be the person on the other side. Like I said, it's always two sides of everything, right? So it's always going to be one person that's going to make it a point to be on the other side of the argument. It's always that. It's like the devil and the angel or whatever. Somebody got to be the devil. Somebody got to be the bad guy. Somebody got to be the good guy. So it's almost human nature for people to turn around and say it can't be him.
Yeah. And it's like, again, if you really like the teeth, like the way that like the way that we looked at it, it's like, look at how do I make this bigger? Or maybe I should
let's see
this. Oh, there we go. It's like, you don't look at the tops. You look here. Look at number 6.
Oh shit! Wait.
And then look at number 6. Look at number 5. Look at number 5. Okay, 4 and 3 have had dental work. This is he's done some Invisalign, but these ones that are really dramatically shifted, it takes way longer. Look at number 2. Look at number 2. Look at number 1. Look at number 1. It's him, dude. It's like, it's him, man. It's him. But it's hilarious. I mean, again, like, I don't care if people believe it or not. It's just like, I just think the entire thing is absolutely wild. I mean, this is one of those ones where like any theory I've ever had prior to this, I would be pretty confident betting. This one, I'd be like, chop my arm off if I'm wrong, dude. Like, chop it off if I'm wrong.
So let me ask you this. What does this mean for all of us that Palm Beach Pete is actually Jeffrey EpiPen?
Assuming that he is, because I would never say anything for sure. What it means is that there is an apparatus that is above any, like what we have perceived to be kind of the top of what authority is not the top of the authority at all. There's a layer above it that has such bulletproof control of the mechanisms below it and Epstein in emails says, I represent the Rothschilds to Peter Thiel. He's meeting Peter Thiel. He says, I'm sure you know I represent the Rothschilds. If people don't understand what that means, it's because the Rothschilds have very intentionally cloaked that from this generation. In previous generations, everybody knew who they were.
Yeah.
Okay. They are the most powerful banking dynasty in the history of the world. And they are in every single country, every Western country. They control the central banks, all of them. They control the entire fractional banking system. They don't have a net worth. Because their net worth is literally whatever they decided it is, because they're the ones who create the currency.
Yeah.
Like they are that powerful. They own everything. They own everyone. There's nothing that they can't get done. And he's with them. So it's like, I mean, this is exactly why I say, I'm like, I'll talk about this online, but I'm never going. The only things I'll ever talk about related to this guy is stuff that he has put out himself, and I'll comment on it. I'm never, ever going beyond that layer. I'm not messing around with these people ever, under any circumstances, you know?
Yeah. So hold on. Quick commercial break.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
For those of you who know, and for those of you who don't know, I sell card games, and one of the best selling card games, especially because of Mother's Day being gone, because shout out to Father's Day, that's going to be next. But my card games I actually make family card games that are made for like different family aspects, right? And this card game right here is called Like Mother, Like Daughter, and it puts mothers in positions where they can understand their daughters better, and it puts daughters in positions where they can understand their mothers better. And for a lot of people, they have always told me, like, I can't imagine playing this with my mother. She might, she's so rigid. She's not going to want to play a game like this, right? Well, I put this card game together in a way where the mother has questions for the daughter, and the daughter has questions for the mother, so the mother and daughter are both on the same playing field, because nobody ever wants to get judged in any type of situation, because a lot of women feel judged in any of these situations. So I put women in a position where both mom and both daughter can be on the same playing field and have a fun card game to play where nobody ever feels judged. So if your mother's still alive, or if you have a daughter, make sure to click the link that is in the chat and is under my video also, Mr. Let Go, and get your mother-daughter card game. It will literally change your life. Because one of the things that I always hear about women is they would love to take their mother to therapy, but your mother would never go to therapy with you because she thinks she knows everything. She'll look at you like you're crazy. And she'll literally put the therapist in a position where you and the therapist would literally gaslight you because the therapist has a mother. And she'll guilt trip the therapist to guilt tripping you. But if you play a fun card game with your mother, this is like therapy in a box. And it'll put you in a position where you don't have to worry about getting triangulated or gaslighted by your own mother. So yeah, I created this card game that will literally put you in a position where you can finally heal or have interesting conversations with your mother without her slapping you in the face, because a lot of women are gravely afraid of their own mother. So yeah, somebody said make a divorce card game. I actually have, shout out to Danks, I actually have a card game marketplace that is about to come up. That I'm about to put together, where it's an app. All you have to do is go to the website or download the app, and every card game imaginable would be on the app. So yeah, I'm working on that also. But yeah, so let me play a little bit of, do you got anything else to play first?
No, not on this. Go for it.
So let me play a little bit of this.
Literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's. Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete. And then when Jeffrey Epstein was living in Florida, so was Palm Beach Pete. And when this was brought up, Palm Beach Pete was literally trying to shush the interviewers.
If I was at my home in Palm Beach.
Hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete.
Even though they both have properties in Palm Beach, and the pics that Palm Beach Pete posted are in the exact same neighborhood that JE was in. Never mind same neighborhood, some are saying it's downright the same mansion he's.
So I wanted to play that part right there for all the people that keep saying that, we're crazy. How in the world can a man that looks like you be living in your mansion?
Looks identical to, he's a look-alike with the same teeth, dude.
And lives in your house.
Come on. Yeah.
Nobody that looks like me is going to be living in my damn house after I die.
Posting from, which it turns out that Pete is also sort of rich, and he flies on a private jet, the exact same jet that Jeffrey had. They've even taken photos wearing the same shirt with the same background. Oh, and they also drive the same car. Pete.
So I'm showing you all of the coincidence. They drive the same damn car.
Has admitted to TMZ to living in New York City in 2019, the exact same time that Jeffrey lived there, as well as actually having seen him at a couple parties. And I mean, how many random people have seen Epstein at a party? And they obviously also look insanely similar, even have the same wrinkles, facial lines, and blemishes as each other.
So let's look at this for a second.
He just got a nose job.
Look at this. Yeah. But look at the wrinkles in his face. The middle wrinkle. You can't get middle wrinkles. Like, these are wrinkles. How in the world is this not Epstein? So, because I'm seeing the people in the comments also, and y'all are calling us nuts. Y'all are nuts. Yeah. Look at the freaking wrinkles. Like, there's no way in this world you can look at wrinkles and say, okay, hey, give me this wrinkle. Like, come on, man. You cannot
look at the wrinkle in the middle, like above his nose, dude.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get a wrinkle BBL. You can't go somewhere and get a wrinkle injection. There's no way in this world. I can't turn around and get somebody to inject a wrinkle in right here. The next thing you know, I got this weird. You can't do that. You can get a wrinkle removed, but you can't get wrinkles added to your face.
As unless a person who has identical dental records on the lower side and ear and has the same stutter, dude, and lives in the same house. It's insane. That's what I'm saying. It's insane that, like, it's not that I'm like mad or anything at people who like refuse to see it. It's actually admiration of the fact that he knew that even with all that, people still wouldn't believe it, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So everybody in the chat right now, say yes, you think it's him, or say no, you don't think it's him. And let's read the super chats for a second. But I don't even know how to put a poll up. I used to know how to do it, so I'm not even thinking about the damn poll.
I don't know how to do it on StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard is so difficult. So say yes, you think it's him, or say no if you don't think it's him. Let's read the super chats. So goes back to the Adam and Eve eat the cake. Shout out to Butterfly for the $4.99. Hold on. Wait, you're bringing up. Wait, okay, I got it. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Does Palm Beach Pete have a social profile from years and years prior to this year? I know the real Palm Beach Pete has one, but what about his schmo?
10 weeks ago.
10 weeks ago. So was he like non-existent on social media?
Till 10 weeks ago. The like the stuff that you can find online that's like from years ago is like he's he won some tennis tournament supposedly in 2016. Guess where?
Israel. IHOP. Yep. I seen that. He said that when he took his to the lie detector test. So he was in the country, the blue country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he did I don't know. There's stuff you can find online because my buddy went and searched it. And that's when I was saying, I'm like, dude, they gave Epstein a new identity. Like these are the most like, what do you think Larry Ellison can do with the internet, dude? To like give someone an internet history. Like this is not compelling to me at even 1%. Like this is exactly what they would do to give him a new identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Jimmy Dore talked about how, and I don't know how you can, prove this. This is just something Jimmy Dore talked about. He said that Jeffrey got his prostate removed.
Yeah, that's true. It was in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna be able to get him.
Nobody's gonna be able to find that out. Yeah. But the actual cadaver that they did embalming, that they embalmed or whatever as Jeffrey Epstein's body had a prostate.
Hey, check this out, dude. And you want to know what happened after they got caught for that, dude? Check this out, dude.
You got something else?
Yeah. I got it from this year. And okay, pull that here. Let me pull that up.
All right.
February 14th, 2026. After everyone figured that out, the New York Post runs this, and New York Post is the one was the one that got the picture of the corpse. And they're like, oh, hey, by the way, guys, officials made a decoy Jeffrey Epstein body to thwart the media and then, move the corpse unnoticed after he did that. You're all, oh, really? That seems, and what prompted you guys to bring that up now? It wouldn't have to do with, getting caught red-handed that body had a prostate and this one did. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what prompted it, but, for people who are like, he's dead. It's like, are you sure? Positive about that? Does this story make sense?
And him being alive literally tells all of us that we don't really stand a chance because they can do whatever with whoever for whatever, whenever. And there's nothing we could do about it.
Okay, that's actually a question that I'm very curious. The people who are really harping on that, like it's definitely not him. If you knew for sure that Epstein was in fact alive, now what do you think the probability that this is Epstein is? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you knew for sure he's alive, then what is the probability that this is Epstein turn into?
Because at the end of the day, wouldn't you want to be able to commit a crime, no matter what the crime is, fake your death, and then just come out on social media and become a star as somebody else? And, you could keep all of your money. You can still fly on your own private jets and live your own life in your own house. Like,
thumb your nose at anybody who says, hey, that's you. You're all, oh, is it? Are you sure?
Because a lot of people
get a good look, dude.
Yeah, because look at Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, he's still, we talk about that if you want to talk about that now. He's somewhere else. He has to hide. He has to go in hiding. He probably can't even see his kids. But
I don't know about that. I think if he's around, my guess is that his kids are with him like all the time. Like, because if someone who's like Charlie's wealthy, dude, and if I was gonna guess, and I was looking at this thing holistically, it's like, wait, so Charlie sold his $6 million mansion 4 months before this? It's like, yep. You're all, no, that's coincidental. I feel like. And it's like, if he was going to do this, I would say the likelihood that he's in one of those gigantic compounds, like in Montana or something, is like very high. And he's there all the time. His kids are there. Erica flies into town to do work, flies back to there. Most of the time, they're just doing work via Zoom. And he's been running this thing the entire time, which is the most ironic thing in the world, because everybody's like, we got to bury these guys for Charlie. And Charlie's up there like, you need to stop burying people. But he can't do anything. He's in, he would be in WITSEC because they would have done it legally. Like he would have been legally in WITSEC if they did it.
Because Erica is always flying around on her private jet. So yeah, you are right. So here's my pushback on Chuck. I'm gonna call him Chuck because I don't want no problems with YouTube. With Chuck still being alive, or the thought process of him being alive. If he was still alive, wouldn't Turning Point USA be running a lot more efficiently? Would it be like why would it? Okay, he knows more than anybody that his wife is an idiot. Why in the world would you allow your wife to embarrass herself by opening up her mouth? Because you're around her on a normal basis. You know your wife, not your wife, but Erica Kirk is an idiot, right? Why, if you're still alive, would you allow your wife to take over Turning Point USA? You know she's stupid. You know she's incoherent. Why would you do that? You like, because we know our women family members, and if you know your family member is a dumbass, why would you put your family member or allow your family member to be the CEO of your baby? Like you created this with your blood, sweat, and tears. Your wife is his wife is an idiot. Why would you? Why?
So here's my thoughts. Okay, so like this is the thing. Like when I saw the number of people who responded to the Palm Beach Pete thing the way that they did, I laughed to myself because I was like, dude, I didn't have a chance in hell of getting people to see the Charlie Kirk thing, because the Charlie Kirk thing is literally probably 500 times more complicated. And it's I've always been really good at this kind of thing, like where it's like all these pieces that just kind of are running, and then like at a certain point they'll come together, and it's like I didn't have a chance with the Charlie Kirk thing at all. But in terms of that particular question, here's exactly what my answer is, which is if you go back and watch the long form content that Charlie and Erica did together when he was alive, like I'm talking go back like a year before this happened, when they're doing like long form content, he loves her, dude. Like he's not faking that. Like he loves that girl, and she is completely different, and she doesn't come off stupid. She comes off normal and smart back then. Like, so in his mind, and the reason that the only logical reason, what's that?
He lives with her though. You know the inadequacies of your mate when you live with them.
Yeah, but if you're like, well, first of all, she does come off smart in those other videos that I've seen, like from before. She's playing off Charlie. They're talking about whatever. The point is though that like you gotta like. If the theory is correct, the origin of the entire plan would have been like the inception point would have been Charlie living in absolute sheer terror that he's going to go to prison for 20 years because he gets a target letter from Jack Smith. And if Trump doesn't win, he's going to jail. And he's just paralyzed with fear, And so he's like, how am I going to solve this problem? He's a problem solver. Everybody's going to get to exactly like Epstein. If I fake my death, then that gets all of this gone. Like that's what anyone is going to get there if they're a prominent person and there's no other options, right?
But Turning Point USA is literally like falling apart, and Blake Neff is an idiot. Like, wouldn't you be telling the people behind the scenes to do this or do that? Like
but here's the thing: what could they do? Because no one is
better words coming out of their mouths. Simply better words coming out of everybody's mouths. They would be able to speak better because they would, like, he would be typing up things for her to say, for Andrew COVID to say. Every time somebody opens them, they're running this pot.
Everybody thinks that they whacked him out. So like,
think about this, Jesse.
Yeah.
If you just said, you know what, I'm going to give my whole YouTube channel to my wife, but you wanted to do good also, right?
Yeah.
When you be in the back, like writing scripts for her, say this, do this, use this video, talk about this. And if she does something wrong, she'll be like, okay, so I said, yeah, do this better. She would be better. He isn't like, she's everybody on the pod. There's a whole podcast that he can easily write a script for to make the podcast better.
I think he is. I think he is doing that, and I think he had, or at least he was very, very making a very conscious effort to do that. And I don't think it's one of those problems. There's no right answer. Anything that he writes for her, they're gonna eat her up on it, dude. Because like, there's no like, it's just it's they're like, there's
made sense. I think we would have got behind her if she would have came out and said, "Hey, this is the right way to go," because Charlie Kirk is smart and Erica is an idiot. You disappear, you be CEO, but don't show your face, because you could be CEO without showing your face. That's no problem. And just disappear for a certain amount of time and then come out and say, now that I've healed, because we all as women have to take time to heal, right? And do some old shit like that. And next thing you know, now that I've healed, I can now speak my truth. You know how after a breakup, a woman might come on social media and say, you know what? I'm going to wait, but I'm going to speak my truth. Y'all just going to wait. And then everybody's like waiting, like, oh my God, she's going to spill the beans on the relationship, right? That's all she had to do. I'm going to speak my truth, but I first have to heal. That's what somebody with common sense would do first.
And that's exactly what I said they should have done. But this right here, what you're talking about and what I'm talking about, this was if I'm right, this was the catastrophic strategic misstep that they made. Was they saw that it's like they're looking at it, they're like, okay, so she's gonna be the widow and everybody's gonna feel super aligned with her, and so we can push her out and she can just start taking over. She can immediately replace Charlie. And they just didn't think, like, what if people do not accept her lack of time to herself to go heal? Like, what if they're just like, what is wrong with her? Because what they could have done, and this, I've said this over and over and over, it's like, if they would have put her into hiding for 3 months, you hear nothing. And then you start planting stories about the fact that, like, dude, did you hear that Charlie's wife has like started working at TPUSA now, and she's there like 100 hours a week, that she's possessed. Like, whatever's going on with her, like, look out if you're on the other side of them. Like, she's coming for them. And you build the legend, like, build it. And people are like, man, have you heard about that? And then you slowly roll her out. Then you make her the CEO after 4 or 5 months, and people would be like, damn, dude, they made her the CEO. Then when she came out on stage, she could literally go out there and be like, donkey poop Coca-Cola. And they'd be like, damn, damn. Yeah.
So why didn't they do that?
It's the lack that's what turned everybody, look at, like, humans are very flawed animals. And one of the main flaws that we have is built around tribalism is both a beautiful thing and a destructive thing, because tribalism is the thing where
I'm listening. I got to turn something off.
You're good. If you see somebody that you're friends with or someone that you know and they're in trouble, and you jump out of a moving car at tremendous peril to yourself to try to help them, that's a beautiful thing, dude. You're putting yourself at risk to try to help somebody that you love and you care about. That's that. And at the same time, people that you don't know personally, you go in, you don't know them, dude. Like, it's like, I always think about how weird that is. You walk into a room of people, everybody's there for the same reason. It's like I don't know, like, it's like a camp for, content creators. And it's like, two people, you sit with the two people, you look around and you have never talked to these people. Inherently, you're probably going to have a lot in common with them, but you just look, you're like, I don't know these people, dude. I don't know them. It's like, it's just natural. And in the case of a public figure, the way that you are going to automatically assess whether or not you can trust them is you assess the things you do know about them and then match their behavior to those things. And in the case of a situation of this magnitude, where we all saw him get hit, you saw him get shot publicly. It's like, we all know exactly what that should do to you emotionally. Like, we all know that. Like, all of us know. You should not be capable of speaking right now. You should not be capable of getting out of bed. You should not be able to walk on a stage and act normal. And not only are you doing that, but like, your delivery is not convincing. I'm not convinced that you're even sad. Like, I'm not, I am totally unconvinced. And so if you're operating from the place where you take for granted Charlie is dead, he got murdered, then the only way to interpret it is, this chick's a psycho. Right. This chick is a psycho. And from there, Now you're going to view every single thing she does through that lens, when in reality, she's just a bad actress, and she didn't realize, she couldn't sell it. And everybody has now made their mind up. You can't come back from that. Like, you can't come back from that, in my opinion.
Okay, so let's go back when Charlie Kirk first passed away, right?
Yep.
She became CEO,
which made no sense.
And she came up on stage saying, "I forgive him," right? That was scripted, of course.
Of course, all of it was. Yep.
And then after that, here comes Candace, right? Candace starts doing what she's doing, right?
She was nice to Erica for a long time, dude.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Candace did not say a word about Erica Kirk. We were, right? Right then, there was no reason for Erica Kirk to show her face. So at that particular point, nobody on that level said anything about Erica Kirk. Why in the world if Charlie Kirk is still alive, did he just say, okay, you just go be by yourself. Nobody's talking about you. Everything is going good. Her coming out a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. She did podcast after podcast. She's coming out in the damn sprinkly suits. She gave JD Vance that weird hug. She came out in the leather pants. When we men, you're gonna tell your wife, wait, why are you wearing those leather pants? You're not, if he's alive, she's not going to hug JD Vance with no damn tight ass leather pants on.
You know what that outfit was, though?
Go ahead.
Do you know what that outfit? This is really funny because I never caught this. My wife caught it, dude. Because I was saying the same thing. I'm like, who does it? And my wife's like, here, look. She's like, look at a picture of Charlie from the day he died. He's wearing black jeans and a Freedom shirt. She's wearing exactly what he was wearing the day that he died, except they did the girl version, so they gave her leather pants. She was trying to like give tribute to Charlie, another thing that they scripted. And when they threw the leather pants on, they fucked it up. Like where it was just like, leather pants and you're hugging JD, and JD's got an Indian wife. She's trying to steal him from that Indian wife. It's like, it's just everything they did blew up in their face.
The back of my head, my dick is getting hard. Like she's just like, don't touch me back there. Like what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's so many things that says he's alive, but there's so many things that says what she's doing. She is telling me he's not alive, but everything else is telling me that he is alive. But everything that she's doing, saying, and expressing is telling me that he's not here. She's not even sad. Think about this.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I was convinced that he's alive.
That your husband is still alive. Why are you so happy? She acts like she's happy he's dead.
Yeah, if he's dead, then you could only be happy because, like, you must have had some plan, and it's the only explanation. The other thing too, though, was like, you remember the very first time she went on the Charlie Kirk show, and she went on with like Andrew Colvett and Mikey McCoy. It was like literally like 12 days afterwards.
Yeah,
and they're like, all three of them are like, oh, hey, there's a part of Charlie in all of us. There's a part of Charlie in all of us. That's the other thing, is like, if you actually think about who these people are and like what kind of world they come from, like I come from a very different place than they do, where like I've seen some life, dude. I know what like pain looks like. I know what loss looks like. I know what that stuff is like. These are like Mikey McCoy. I'm not like, I got nothing against the kid, but he comes from Mickey Mouse world compared to me. When I was 23 years old or whatever age he is, like I've seen some shit. He's out there just like la la la. He's like, oh my God, it's so true. Yeah. It's so true. And so they don't even know how to play person who has lost someone that close to them. So they're all, none of them cry.
Does. I think Charlie would be able to coach everybody and say, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Like, you got to remember, Erica Kirk said this.
My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
Like,
that recording's the one, that's when I got to He's Alive, when Candace played that recording. at the end of it, I was like, either this chick's an alien or Charlie's alive. No third answer. No the third option.
But it made her look like a psychopath. She's literally like, oh my God, guys, we made so much money. Like,
merch sales are off the chain, guys.
Right, but if your husband is alive, because think about this. If he's alive, she has access to more money than if he was dead. Do you agree?
Yeah, but it's not about money to her. It's about the success of the operation and what they've done for the organization.
Okay.
It's not about like she gets $250,000. It's like, because this is the reason why this is another reason that they couldn't pull it off. And this was one of the ways I ended up getting there was like, when she's on that call, she's addressing the whole company, right? And there were a lot of people involved in this thing. And so at the same time that they are going, this is at the very beginning before and this also, I don't think Charlie or any of them could have even imagined for 1 second that anyone would ever suspect that someone at TPUSA could have ever been involved. That probably never crossed their mind.
Wait, no. What do you mean? That's literally what we all were speculating on.
No. I know. I'm saying before in their planning phase. I think that when they were planning to do this, it never crossed their mind. It's like, no one's going to suspect like my wife. Why would my wife have me shot by a leftist from a roof? Like it would just never even cross her mind. And what they should have got to is like, what about if Candace is not on the inside of this? You think she's not going to smell a rat? You guys think you're that convincing? She's going to know there's something up, dude. Have you ever watched her? She's going to eat you guys alive, dude. She's going to she's going to eat you alive. And then, so like, but when they were doing that, the all hands thing after that, it's like, so they simultaneously are pretending to be sad, but at the same time, they also are doing this gigantic global operation that at that moment, they believe they've totally pulled this off. Yeah. And they just raised $100 million in whatever and 250. So they're like, they're elated. And she's trying to pretend to be a grieving wife while at the exact same time experiencing one of the highest emotional moments of her life.
Right.
They just pulled this thing off. And then she's like, you guys, listen, she's like, my husband's dead, but we did it. We did it, you guys. Just can't act.
And that's what I'm saying is like she just looks like a psychopath to everybody. If my wife looked like a psychopath on social media, I will pull her back and say, okay, that's not a good look. Mm-hmm. You look like a psychopath saying that. I need you to say this. There's never a comeback where she looks better than she looked. It's like every time she goes live, any audio or if she, just like the last video that she just did, like she looks like a damn psychopath.
You talking
Why
the Janet
would your
Jackson
husband
one?
allow you to look like a psychopath?
You talking Black Hat Janet Jackson one?
Yeah. You look worse every time you speak is what I'm saying. How can Charlie Kirk have her looking
Every
like
morning
this?
I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband.
I just don't understand how you this is months after you looking like a psychopath. And then you come out looking more like a psychopath?
When I watched
how can he be alive and allowing this?
When I watched that the first time, because again, I realized I'm on an island on this thing, dude. There's not like some big movement of people who's all right, yeah, he's alive. I'm alone, which I'm fine with. I have no issue being alone on stuff. It's like, this is what I think. I don't care if I end up being wrong, I'm wrong. But from my perspective, that's what I believe I'm looking at. And from there, it's like my wife and I watched it. And when she was talking about people dehumanizing each other, I agree with that. And that's not just on a towards Erica thing. That's in both directions. That's why, when he first died and people were doing Halloween costumes of Charlie got shot in the neck. It's like, this is how you have people start killing each other, is because you act like their lives don't matter. I thought she was making good points, but the thing is there is no answer to this. She has to go away for a while. That's it. There's nothing, there's no strategy that's going to work.
But she's not going away for a while.
I know.
That's not happening.
I don't know if it might be that she is the way that he retains control of the organization is through her. And if she is gone, he has no control.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But why does she have to keep talking?
She should not do that.
The CEO of Coca-Cola doesn't talk. The
Yeah.
CEO of Walmart doesn't talk. You
Yeah.
do not have to be the CEO and talk.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that's
true.
the thing that I don't understand. Nobody asked for any CEO of any company to stand up and start talking.
And you know what else is really interesting to think about too is like, so I get a lot of the same kind of comments from smart people, obviously. Like this is not something where like if people aren't buying in, I'm like they're dumb. Like this is not that, like from smart people.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is my question. It's like, if he's alive, how can you explain the direction that the administration has gone and TPUSA? Right. Why are they not pushing back on these things that Charlie specifically himself pushed back on? And I like, there's no way for me to know 100%, but my thought is that I think that people do not like underestimate by 100 miles how important it is for very specific people to be able to publicly state opinions, because Charlie probably in his mind is like, I'm going to be able to wield just as much power from behind the scenes through Erica as I would be able to as myself. The thing is though, is like, he doesn't have power if he can't get in front of a camera now. Like, I mean, you know, TPUSA can wield power for sure, but like the ability for like how powerful is Tucker Carlson right now? Very powerful. That's why they hate him so much. How powerful is Tucker Carlson if he starts running Tucker Carlson Network and never goes on camera ever again?
It wouldn't look dumb. It would just look less.
I just mean he wouldn't be as powerful. Like his organization would be less powerful.
Band of idiots.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so bad where he can't be alive because it's so bad. If it was less, I can understand, because I agree with you. If you leave your own platform, your platform is going to take a hit, but your platform isn't going to spiral into hell though, you know?
It will if everybody who loved Charlie believes they fucking whacked him out, you know? Like if I like somebody that I love Charlie, dude. Like I really, that's why I did whatever I could to try to protect his wife and protect these people once I realized like what I thought was going on. But like if people suspect for a second that people were involved in doing that to somebody they care about, you are not going to get one positive emotion towards the people they suspect at all. Like they're just going to look at them and be like, it is what it is. Like I would be the exact same way if anybody that I had, even if it was 20% suspicion that they shot my guy, like I wouldn't be in control of it. I would just I would feel nothing but disdain all the time. It's so like I understand everybody's position in this thing. That's why it's unfortunate, and I don't, but again, let's say I'm wrong though. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say Tyler Robinson really did do this. Like that's why
not Tyler Robinson, but
whatever. I'm just saying, like in some hypothetical world where the primary suspect actually did it.
Yeah.
I would feel sick to my stomach that I even pushed anyone in the opposite direction to that guy or whoever. You know what I mean? It's like, because even if I'm 98% sure over here, if this super random thing happened and I was responsible for making sure that person didn't face repercussions, I would feel very I would be very upset about that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, this plan honestly was, if you really think about it, it's like taking the pin out of a grenade and just rolling it into a room that everything that you love is in there. You have no idea which way it's going to blow up.
I agree. Yeah. So, let's go on and get out of here. It's 3:00, but we gotta do this again because we didn't even get to the Diddy stuff. I wanted to talk about the Diddy stuff.
We definitely do Diddy.
I got a Diddy video up and everything, and I'm like, shit. But I gotta get out of here. I got a podcast I gotta do in Atlanta. So damn, man. So we may have to do another one on Diddy because you sent me the Diddy video and I gotta go over it, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that I got.
Go get caught up on that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Well, yeah, we'll do it again, dude. Hit me up, text me, and we'll figure it out.
All right, but everybody watching, make sure to go subscribe to Jesse on Fire. He is amazing. He's dope. I've been watching him for probably about a good 2 years at the least. Yeah, he's super dope. You'll run across my feed like 2 years ago, and I'm like, yo, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like you have a certain amount of energy that I absolutely love. No matter what you're talking about, you're like, dude, I'm telling you.
Hey, I said the same thing about you to Danks this morning, dude. I was like, that's exactly as I said the same thing. I was like, that dude he's a star, man. This same exact thing. Said the same thing about you this morning.
Yeah. But thank you for being here, man. And make sure to like whatever you need, like, you know, we'll talk in the back chat. But thank you for being here. I want to go farther, but I got to get up out of here. But everybody watching, y'all already know I'm gonna play the like button song and we'll be out of here. All right, guys.
My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
Is a evil scumbag. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestion. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? If you got something to say, tell it to her face. If you got something to say, tell it to her face. All of this is fake and gay.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Hold up. All right, I just ended it. I don't know what happened. What the hell?
I just hit stop